Okay, it says I'm live, but as always, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Let's wait for LinkedIn. All right, so we are live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my 15 minutes of talking to you, live sharing tips and techniques. But my first question to you is: are you ready to become the CEO of your role, your domain, your profile? And I'm sure you are ready. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been in that role, right? तो आज हम वही डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि सीईओ कैसे बना जाता है और क्यों बना जाता है. Now, see, all of us have the capabilities of becoming a CEO. Yet, very few of us choose or aspire to reach that level. Now, this is the title that I'm talking about. But the live talk is not going to be about the title. It is going to be about the energy that the word CEO carries. Obviously, we all know CEO is someone who drives the company with the help of his team and the employees. And in my context, CEO stands for clarity, execution, and outcome, or you could say ownership. During my sessions, I often tell my clients that you have to aspire to be the CEO of your domain. And when I say aspire and when I say CEO, it's not the title. I'm repeating it again. It is not the title. It is your energy, your power to take complete charge of your domain. अब typically क्या होता है आप you will either be the head of learning and development, head of customer experience, head of sales and marketing, right? Different roles. Or you could be someone reporting into the head of marketing. हमको क्या लगता है कि अरे मेरा बॉस है मेरा बॉस सब कुछ कर लेगा. Taking my example, when I was the head of learning and development, when I had just taken upon when I just taken on the charge of the head of learning and development, I was scared because I didn't know anything about it. It took me about a year and a half to take complete charge of the domain. So let's try and understand how you can be the CEO of your domain. The first thing, as I said, is clarity. Now, what is clarity? It is for you to understand what is it that you're trying to achieve through your role, through your goals, through your projects. एक वो हुआ. दूसरा clarity is you need to reflect upon things that may be hindering your progress. What are some of those beliefs? What are some of those fears, inhibitions that may be holding you back? Reflect on that. Clarity is the most important. I would say the most important because यहाँ पे अगर chaos है ना boss, you will be in for a toss. I'm telling you, believe me. So seek clarity on what is it that you wish to achieve through your goals, through your role. What is that ultimate vision that you have for you? Seek clarity on your beliefs, on your fears, right? So taking the example of the head of, say, learning and development. Now, I would say, as the head of learning and development, you would need to have a clear understanding of the skills and competencies needed to stay competitive within the organization, and skills and competencies needed for you to grow, for your employees to grow. So you need to identify your gaps. So, but before you even get there, you need to have that clarity that you understand the people around you, you understand the company's goals, you understand company's vision, and how the role and how the person aligns with the organization. That is very important, right? The second step, I would say, is execution, and this is where most of the people, this is where most of the people make mistakes, because एग्जीक्यूशन आता है तो फियर ऑफ फेलियर आता है. So how do you push yourself to work and focus on your task? अब फियर ऑफ फेलियर के बारे में मैं अपने नेक्स्ट लाइव टॉक में बोलने वाला हूं, बट फॉर टुडे when you are executing, let's take the example of this head of L&D. For this head of L&D, what this head of L&D needs to execute is having a clear leadership development program. He needs to conduct a training needs analysis. Based on the training needs analysis, a discussion needs to happen with the supervisors and the leadership team, and a detailed program needs to be outlined. It's not just about outlining the program, it is also about selling the program, getting a buy-in from the stakeholders. That is execution, and this is where most people fall behind because of the inhibitions. And which is why your first step of clarifying your fears, clarifying your inhibitions is extremely essential, right? You may have your goals in your mind. You may want to achieve that particular task or that particular sub goal for the week, for the month. But if your fears are holding you back, then your execution gets stalled. And ladies and gentlemen, execution, as you know, ultimate is the ultimate goal for you. आपका गोल्स अचीव करना नहीं है, आपका गोल है एग्जीक्यूट करना, बिकॉज उसी एग्जीक्यूशन पे आपकी ग्रोथ डिपेंडेंट है. So first is seek clarity on your fears. Once that is done, focus on taking action, right? Once you've taken the action, the third is outcome. I wouldn't say ownership. Ownership to hai, which is why you are there in that role. So outcome. Now, as the L&D leader, your focus will be to see what is the outcome that you're getting through those training programs. Be it a 3-month program, 6-month program, you have to reach out to your employees on a monthly basis, seek feedback from people to see if there's been any improvement, to see if there's been any growth, right? ये तो L&D का example हो गया. In your role, you need to look at what are the things that are holding you back. Because being a CEO is not easy. Being a CEO is the only thing that you need to do through your role and through your inner belief, your inner energy. Why did I choose this topic today? I chose this topic because based on my experience working with people, I've realized that people are capable. But you know what? It is their self-doubt that stops them. It is the self-doubt that pulls them back. So you need to constantly remind yourself that you are the CEO of your domain. And the one thing that you could do to embrace the power of CEO every day, I would say that at the start of the day, you could spend 20 minutes identifying one key goal that you wish to accomplish on that particular day and why it matters. It could be facilitating a training program, or if you're a marketing guy, it could be maybe reaching out to that client, converting that client, right? So at the start of the day, spend 15 to 20 minutes clarifying your intent, clarifying your objective, clarifying the goal that you wish to accomplish by the end of the day, and also write down why accomplishing that goal matters. You may have 20 goals. Now, finding three, finding three powerful goals for the day is again the responsibility of you being the CEO of your domain. 20 चीजों में से वो तीन पावरफुल चीजें ढूंढने में आपको थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, बट बिलीव मी, इफ यू डू दैट, you will be able to bring about a change from within, a change around you. So spend 20 minutes at the beginning of your day identifying your intent, your goal for the day, and why it matters. Right? Then comes your execution. So when you begin executing your task or your project, or see, maybe calling up the client or talking to your supervisor, you may experience that fear creeping in. So I would say just reflect on that fear, understand that fear, connect to that fear, and remind yourself of the time you spent earlier in the day identifying your intent and your purpose behind accomplishing that goal, accomplishing that task, or completing that task. Your intent is very important, and your reason to achieve that goal is important. Remind yourself of that. That will allow you to keep your fears aside. Because a CEO is someone who is fearless. And when I say fearless, being fearless means someone who understands their fears, someone who moves ahead in life and in business alongside their fears. So be fearless. Connect to your fear. फियर का हाथ पकड़ो और फियर को आगे लेके जाओ. मैं वही तो करता हूँ. मैं बोलने के लिए बोल नहीं रहा हूँ. So believe in yourself. Understand that fear. Remind yourself of your intent. The last is, I would say, outcome. Now, outcome तो आपके हाथ में नहीं है. So don't focus on the end results. कि मुझे चाहिए ये result ऐसा ही चाहिए. I want the client to be converted. I want this person to move from level A to level B. You focus on delivering against your key responsibilities, right? So the only way you can focus on your outcome is by focusing on your delivery, focusing on your execution. Yeah. Focus on the things that are within your in your control. आपके control में क्या है? Planning is in your control. Prioritizing is in your control. Overcoming your fears is in your control. Converting the client is in your control through your delivery, through your pitch. Now, whether the client converts or the client rejects is not in your control. And even after the client converts, or even after the leader has completed the training program, how the leader progresses is not in your control. So focus on what is it that you want to achieve. All you want to do is to help the company connect to its customer. You want to help your customer purchase the product or service, or you want the leader to focus on their strengths. That is your ultimate outcome. That is your ultimate focus. अब वो पूरा होता है कि नहीं होता है वो आपके हाथ में नहीं है. So just focus on being clear, focus on executing against your goals, against your plans, and focus on things that are within your control. That is how you will get the outcome that you expect to get through your actions. Yeah? That's it for today. If there's any other question, feel free to reach out to me. I will be coming live Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. with a new topic every day. The next topic is connected to this topic, which is fear of failure. How do you overcome your fear of failure? But remember to embrace your power of being the CEO of your domain by seeking clarity, executing flawlessly, and driving your outcome. And how do you drive your outcome? By focusing on your delivery, by focusing on your ability to take action. Things will eventually fall in place. So, my dear friends, I want each one of you to embrace the power of your CEO, embrace the power of you being the CEO of your domain, of your role, and of your profile. Thank you, and I'll see you again on Monday. Tomorrow, I may not be coming live. I'll see you live on Monday. Yeah. Until then, take care. All the best, and God bless. Good evening, Viraj. Thank you for being live today, and thank you to all those watching us, and also thank you to all those who may watch this video later. Bye bye. Take care.